It's bizarre and violent behavior. Kaya delikado ang Cebu. Kaya galit ako. Itong last na lang, madmadaliin ko. There are about 2 million plus Filipinos in the Middle East. That is why I was very, very careful. Unang order ko, huwag ninyong bombahin yung mga mosque. The shrines, the holy shrine. Tatagal lang tayo lalo. And you will be hated for it. You know, pati ako, tagadan ako, lula ko, a Muslim. Medyo humaba ang gero. Why? Because I have to consider the lives of the 2 million mostly working in Muslim states. Hindi ako basta, sige, birahin mo, patay mo, walang patawad. That is not an option. Ngayon yung nandoon. Yung, minsan, yung iba, tatay, pag-alis ng pamilya yan, dysfunctional na yan. Pag-alis ng nanay niyan, dysfunctional yan. Ang husband, pag naiwan, sa 5 years, makapabuntis yan, you know, in some, hindi naman lahat. In some, the eldest daughter becomes the surrogate. Lalo na doon sa bukid. Pag nawala yung nanay, namatay o umalis because of poverty magtrabaho noon. In some instances, prangkahan ko lang kayo, the daughter becomes the surrogate mother. And the wife. Ngayon, nandiyon ang tatay in one state, nandoon yung nanay. Ang mga anak iiwan sa lola-lolo o sa mga kapatid. Completely in shambles yan. Ngayon, itong mga animal na to, sabi ko, it's for the poor. Didikitan nila yung mga tao na may pera. Regularly, didikitan nila yan. Hanggang ang bata, walang tatay, walang nanay. They say late out. Ngayon, maghitit yan. Yung nanay minsan, anywhere man, mag-suicide, hindi na niya matiis, hindi niya ang tulog. Nababasa ninyo yan. I know, mas alam ninyo sa akin. Nababasa ninyo yan. 2-3 hours of sleep, minsan lamaw na ang kinakain. Leftovers. Tapos, nire-rape. Tinitiis nila yan. Kaya ang dadalan ng peace na yan, basta, yung sanay na. Tapos, they keep on sending money, hoping that it would finance the education of the children. Only to their sorrow, pagdating nila dito, addict na pala na. Where is justice there? Nasira na yung pamilya sa Cebu. Children na nagwala na, and the sacrifice, the sweat, and the agony that one has to undergo. Tapos ganunin mo lang. Ikaw, medya, nakinig mo lang. Hindi ko talaga matanggap. Kayong mga durugista, hindi ko talaga matanggap yan. Kasabi ko dyan sa human rights, itong mga durugista, if they destroy my country, or the young, and it is always an organized crime. Kapag sabi mo, pareho patay, mahirap. You know, Cebu cannot thrive if it is not an organized crime. You need somebody or a source of Cebu. Cook ng Cebu. The distributors, the lieutenants, ano, basurero, yung street. Hindi pwede yan magluto ka lang, wala kang distribution. Hindi ka pwede yan kung wala kang lieutenants na, you know, siya ang mamigay doon sa mga tapon rin. It has to be an organized crime. The law says that in an conspiracy, like one organized crime, the act of one is the act of all, and the liability of one is the same for all. If it is life imprisonment, it is life imprisonment, including the street peddlers. Yung one who peddlers di. Kaya yan. My duty, when I became president, I swore before God and people that I will enforce the law against everybody. Hindi naman sinabi doon, but the poor will be excused, only the rich. It ain't that way. If it is justice for all, it is justice for all. Kaya sa barilan, tinatamaan talaga. Now, why the children? Because the children are the couriers. So bakit may bata, sila yung why? Because they cannot be imprisoned. Hindi nga maaresto ng pulis. And who was responsible for that law is my friend. May utang na loob ako sa kanya. Well, when my daughter, when she was young, I said, anak, what do you? Babae, siyempre, only daughter. Anak, anong gusto mong birthday? Sabi niya, gusto ko si Sharon Cuneta pa mag-dinner kami. Yan ang ambisyon ko. So I called Pagilinan. Nakiusap ako. Pinagbigyan nila ako. And it made my child, itong mayor ngayon, she was happy. I was also very happy to say that my daughter, ito si Pangilinan, dapat, alam mo, Senator, forgive me, ikaw yun eh. Because, sabi mo, tinaasan mo 15 years old. But you did not provide in the law the interventions needed after the arrest. There has to be an intervention. Dito hindi mo mahawakan. Because if the child will grapple tapos babangga yung ulo, putang ina ang pulis ang mahuli. He goes to prison. Kaya paghawak ng gano'n niya, sabi, minor ako, sir. Tapos magsabi, barangay captain, minor yan. Anong crime? Any crime. Even if he or she kills, it doesn't human being. Kaya itong generation, ito yung maliliit pa na nakikita na yun sa EDSA tumatakbo. Snatch dito, snatch doon, nakaw dito, nakaw doon. In and out. Excuse me. Ma'am, halikan mo ako uli, ma'am. Kunin mo itong binigay mo. Ikaw yan eh. Pareho kayo ni... Kaya yan. Dapat may halfway houses. And even a lecture, baski 2 minutes lang sana. Amerika, punta ka sa correctional. Of course, the records will be expugned. Parang hindi sa if they reform. Dito automatic, he failed to disaster talaga. But ako, kaibigan mo, Senator, I will still vote for you. Pero yung bala mo was really very, very poorly done. Pero kung magtakbo ka, boboto pa rin ako sa iyo. So I consider it utang na loob. I hope that someday you will just avoid this thing. Total, kung nagkamali ka dyan, well, everybody commits a mistake. Ikaw lang hindi, you did not provide the necessary intervention. Yung social workers, hindi pwede yan. Pagdating ng opisina, sibat yan, pagkagabi. And they cannot be detained. So, they go in out of prison every day. Ito yung worsening problem ng law and order. Kaya yung mga bata, kita, magawain career. Tapos, mahuli. Bitawan, huli, bitawan, huli, bitawan. That promoted impunity sa atin. Hindi kami yung killing. Ano bang gusto mo? Masira isang pamilya o mamatay itong putang inang kriminal na ito? Choose. Assuming it is true. Anong piliin mo? Masira yung bata, mga anak natin, o itong putang inang kriminal na to? Mamili kayo. Baka ako dyan, hindi, to the last day of my term, magsasayang kayo ng issue sa judicial killing. Talagang gagawain ko yung putang inang yan. Nabi ko sa inyo. Nagbitaw ako ng salita. One of my promises was a social contract between me and the people. And I will comply whatever the price. Ganon ako na pagkatao. Again, I'll end by saying, do not destroy my country because I will destroy you. Do not mess up with my children and the poor Filipino and making them slaves for all time to a chemical called shabu. And there are about 4 million of them. You add it, idagdag rin kita doon sa ang pinakamagandang offer ko lang siguro, ipalibing kita ng buhay. Huwag ka na mahintay mamatay ka. Ako na maglibing sa buhay. With that, I say that I'm just, the way hindi ako parang tipong presidente na, I'm just a small town mayor. So yun lang ang kaya ko. I do not, hindi ako sabi statesman. I am not used to the ways of typical politicians that would promise you things that are not really doable. That is the sickness of all politicians, including me. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.